Hey everyone, and welcome to another Dad Bod box opening. I've been doing a little series about how much money do I get back and what's the return on value from each box. And I've done 2 boxes of Gothic so far, and I wanted to switch up to Beta. So this box of Beta, obviously this Beta is the first set that came out, and early 2024 is when we started seeing Beta. And this I saw a great deal on it, so I thought that was a good reason to bite the bullet. And I think it was about $125 is what I paid for it. So a great deal for Beta, including shipping, including tax. And I was like, why not? Let's use it on the channel to give people an idea of what to expect. I think typically you're going to pay around, after tax and shipping, around 140 or 150 in the US, and more if you're in Europe. But I have this whole set, so none of these cards are going to be new for me, but and I don't need any of them per se, but it's always good to look for the cores and the other big cards. So I'm looking for cores and curios and big unique foils. Comes with the box topper, which has tokens in it, and it has the Sorcerer avatar. So let's go ahead and get going. Again, 36 packs are in beta, and we are going to open all of them here on camera. You're looking for about 7 uniques and about I think 9 foils. 6 or 7 uniques, 9 foils. So Headless Haunt. First, always start off with 3 exceptionals. This is the Sight, Watchtower, Bane Widow, and Selfsame Simulacrum. So this is the elite. And then we will take a quick look through the rest of them, because you never know if you're going to come across a curio. I have gotten 1 curio in beta before, and it was a Syrian Templar, which has super cool art. But there are a couple others you can get. The one big difference between Gothic and Beta is that Beta has a lot less land. So sites. I'm always excited to get the sites whenever I open Beta, because I think it's good and bad, right? Like Gothic, a lot easier to come by, but you also get tired of it after a while, like just opening so many sites. Nimbus Djinn. Again, I have a complete set of Beta. Beta can also be very, very fickle with in terms of the value you get back from it. There are some uniques that are absolute duds, but there are some also complete banger unique foils that pay for the box. And I think unique foils are a lot easier to get here than they are in Gothic. Hounds of Andros. I thought this was unique for the longest time. I still kind of do. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, it's unique, but no, it's not. Crafted Turtles, Coral Reef Kelpie, Pirate Ship, Mortality. And there's our first avatar, the Geomancer, which is at the common level, or the ordinary level, I believe, here in Beta. Go back to check every once in a while, see if we're getting any foils. No foils yet. Phantasmal Shade, Mariner's Curse, Planar Gate. It's funny, in the other 13 boxes I opened of Sorcery, 15 maybe, of Beta, I've only gotten 1 Planar Gate. So that is my second Planar Gate that I've pulled from a box. I know it's like a 30-cent card, but one of the reasons, the price for Gothic is higher than Beta is that you've had time to let the prices settle in beta, and so it also seems to be a little easier to come by. I love this card, Giant Shark. And we have an Ascalon Phoenix. So no uniques yet. I did see a foil coming here, so we'll see what it is. I think I'm gonna guess Minivaling. I saw just a, there we go, Sea Raider. This is actually an interesting exceptional foil. It's actually one of the better ones you can get. There was a point where it was going for about $60 because in the wave 2 ones, you would get like there were not very many of them. So the wave 2 ones are worth more, but then they just kind of conflated to where all of them are worth more. So I will happily take that. Sea Raider foil here. Of the exceptional foils, that is the best one, I believe. So again, very happy with this Sea Raider foil. And it was funny because I actually sold, I got one when they were at $66. And I was like, I knew why it was expensive. And I sold mine for $3 on TCG Player just because. I got another foil here. You barely see a little glimmer of it right there. But it was priced at 66, and I sold it for $3 because I was like, oh no, I know this one's not going to be a difficult one to get, and that's a mistake, and I don't want to be making someone pay extra for it, but they would have paid. I just was dumb. Astral Alcazar is another one that I just didn't get very many copies of, so I'm happy to have that one. This is another Curioso. Guttering failure is, so one of the streamers I watch, Zard Exchange, he always says forever guttering because it's always the guttering, but there is another version that is a curio. Gray Wolves, and I will always take a nice foil land. And again, the backs are full art. The sights are nice, better than a Beast of Burden, for example, because the sights are playable. And there's a lot of unplayable ordinaries in beta. So honestly, 2 foils in, no uniques, and I'm pretty happy with this box so far. Shield Wall, Stormy Seas, Monastery Gargoyle, and another elite one, Rest in Peace. Common Sense, Harpoons, Iceland's Amazon. And I don't know about anyone who's watching this, but one of the fun parts about Sorcery is just the constant sorting. For me, I'm always just messing with my collection, like sorting my alphabetics and elements and elite sets and all that stuff, and it's just a lot of fun for me. I'm sure my wife hates it. Shifting Sands, there is a curio for Shifting Sands as well, and you can tell because the symbol will say that it's from Alpha still. There's also a curio for this one, and duplicitous skills, and then there's duplicitous means. I'm pretty sure, I always have to check, I'm pretty sure this is the regular version because there's a larger chance of it being a regular version than a non-regular version. So I'll say it's the regular version for right now. But if in the video, if you see the cha-ching and it goes up $300, then you know that I was in fact wrong. I should know that. These packs are consistently hard in this box to open from the top. Almost done with the first row and have not gotten a unique yet. Until now, this is the first week, Donnybrook Inn. Fun site, so a unique site for anyone and everyone. And anyone can cast minions there for 1 less. Fun, not necessarily a great pull. And we got another foil here, Peregrine Apparition. Pretty cool artwork. Let's leave that up. 3 foils, no uniques, 2 exceptional foils. There's another foil here, so very foil heavy in the front row. Floodplain is another one of the exceptional foils you can get that is worth quite a bit. Dual, Edge of the World, Elite Sights. And what do we got here? Another foil sight. Again, happy to have that. Red Desert. Happy to have the duals. I find that in these beta boxes, I get one of each exceptional dual sights. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I feel like. I always get like a set of them. And an Elite Relic, so another Elite Magellan Globe. No foil here, but we will always check all the cards to see how it shakes out. And I think 1 pack left on the left side here. It'll be a third of the way through the box officially. Poison Nova, always good to have. Mask of Mayhem. Actually just bought like 4 of those. Really dark coloring on this particular box. I know they kind of, wave 1 is very washed out, saturation. Wave 2 overcompensated, and I think wave 2 is my least favorite. Way too dark. And then wave 3 kind of gets it just right, but this whole box just seemed like it was it's dark. I don't know if this is wave 2 or wave 3. This Mountain Giant. Spin attack with your. All right, so we're a third of the way through the box, and I'd say doing okay. Doing okay. On to the second row. This is where we're going to find all our uniques, I'm guessing. There's a curio for this card. This is not it. So there's quite a few curios, honestly, and there's curio for Critical Strike as well in beta, just not for Dad Bod. They are for other people of the realm. Yeah, again, the tops of these packs are just really difficult to open. I'm wondering if this is wave 2 that I'm dealing with here. There we go. Unique Magic Immolation. Again, not a great one. It's useful, but not in terms of value for uniques. So we're still waiting for a good one on the unique part. Other one being Donnybrook. Another summoning sphere here. Oh, I got a foil. See the foil in the back. If you can't see, another dual and Panorama Manticore. So this is interesting. I'm getting a lot of cards like the Astral Alcazar, the Planar Gate, Panorama Manticore, Mask of Mayhem. They're cards that I just did not get in my first run of. I bought boosters from a lot of different places, and those are the ones I was short on and had to get third party, but I'm getting them here. And Whirling Blades, another exceptional. So that's 3 exceptional foils now. So we still are open. There hasn't been an elite. Usually if you see an elite foil, you're not going to get the unique foil. Have not seen an elite foil, have not seen a unique foil, and have too uninspiring unique so far. And there's Abundance. I think Abundance was the elite in my very first pack of Sorcery. There's a Wave Shaper. Interesting box so far. No big hitters, but it's been steady. Here's another one. I think that's my 4th or 5th. And Elite Mortal, Master Tracker. Another one of the cards that I just never got much of. Guttering Failure. Sedge Crabs. All good there. So, pre-complete set me would have been very excited to open this because it would have been filling all of my needs. But as it stands, just regular uniques or elites that I'm not too thrilled by. Raise Dead, Rolling Boulder, Sophisticated Magic for you, Elite Access, Infiltrate. I like Infiltrate. Useful card. And that's all she wrote. About halfway through the box now. There's the other dual land. That's my last one, I believe. No foils. So my last dual site. Pull some kobolds, and there we go, Jihad. That is a nice one. You won't find this. This is my 3rd unique. You will not find this on TCG Player. It is banned from there for reasons, and I'm super happy to pull it. Great value on that card. Very cool card too. Crusade is the opposite. Actually, I didn't finish there's a foil in here too. Okay, foil in the Jihad pack. I almost just missed it. Let's see, let's get a good one. Oh, it's a foil elite. Edge of the World. Haven't seen that foil. It's a beautiful foil. Full art. That's very cool. I like that one. Did not expect that behind the Jihad. So we'll take that. And that'll do it for that pack finally. Bedrock, Eel, Drought. And another great unique. Okay. Mirror Realm. Probably the best site in beta. Maybe in all the sets total. If you think that Mirror Realm is not the best, I'd like to know. Very playable, very versatile. So happy with that. That's definitely going to fall down now. Let me put it in over here. So we are now at 4 uniques and 5 foils, including an elite foil. So we might not be having a unique foil here. I guess we'll see. Crossroads, great site. Well, these last 2. So 2 packs left in. God, these packs. I don't know if I keep harping on that, but like the top of these packs is really tough. And I don't want to damage the cards, but Wildfire. Iceberg, Grave Golem, and Silence. Lightning Bolt, Fire Bolts, some Hounds, Heat Ray. We got another foil, and it's another foil sight. Weird box. Weird box. I'll take this box, but weird box. So 3 foil sights, 4 foil sights, 3 foil sights. No, that is 4 foil sights if you count the edge of the world. So we are at 6 foils now. It means that I think we're probably gonna break even on this box. That's my guess. Belfry. Got some good hits. Nothing great. Obviously, breaking even on a booster box is something that Pokemon can only aspire to do. Because I feel like there's no expected return on value in Pokemon. Even at MSRP, the pull rates are so bad. There's Observatory. That's a nice elite. If I'm going to get an elite, I'd like an Observatory. Playable in all decks. I'm gonna have to start using scissors and snipping these because they're not working for me. Maybe let's turn them upside down and go from the bottom. The foils here. Windsylph. Windsylph is a exceptional that that I have trouble getting copies of. Yokai Kappas, Turtles, Riptide, Cloud. Let's screw up his back. I know some people do the scissors. I think it makes extra trash. But Lava Salamander and a unique mortal, Captain Balthasar. I've got quite a few Captain Balthasars. So now we're at the part where we have maybe 1 or so more foils and 1 or so more uniques, depending on how nice the box is going to be to me. So unless there's a big unique, I think we might miss target here. Holy ground. Polymorph. I am totally happy to see this card. Here's a foil, and you are not going to believe it. This is crazy. It's a foil sight for the 5th time. Lovely sight. Spring River. So again, not exciting per se, but like I'm happy to have a foil sight. Foil sights are very easy to find buyers for. I don't particularly play with foil sights or anything, but if I'm gonna get an ordinary, and then Vaults of Zool, this is a pretty, file that away with Donnybrook. That's it's an all right sight that I'm not, the unique that I'm not super thrilled to have. Now I'm curious if the other, so I bought these both from a place called JWW Gaming. Shout out to them. And they gave me the great price. And I'm wondering if the other box that I have, that I bought from them, is the same. There's another unique, Geistwood. Very playable. This was a very sought after card. When Death Speaker was the top meta. Actually, not sure the value now. I think it's $3 or something. Not a big foil, but it goes very well into the we're going to open a lot of sites aspect of this particular box. Flanking House Arn, Neesnath, Riddle Sphinx, Elite, St. Hound's Sleep, Explosion. Nothing crazy there. We're down to, go ahead and pull them all out here. We have 5 packs left. That may or may not have another foil or unique in them. I think we're probably reached our limit. Bridge Troll, Battlefield, or Kelpie Boil. I'm curious, once I do all the math on this, just I feel like solid box, but it's like very uninspiring box. But again, it's good. It's better than having like a complete bummer of a box. It's not a bummer. I'll say it's not a bummer. It's like a 6 out of 7. 6 out of 10, sorry. Hanging out with my kids too much. Let's see. See if these last couple ones can give us something cool. Polar Explorers. It is truly a who's who of elites that I just didn't open much in the first year I was opening sorcery cards. So happy to see most of these elites. Vanguard Knights. Flame Wave 2. I just ordered a lot of these. Oh, we got a foil back here. Is this what I think it is? It is a foil unique. Huh. Not a great foil unique, but a foil unique. And I think that is enough to make this box good. Does that put it in the good territory? Doomsday Prophet. Interesting. It is, again, not a great card, I don't think. But yeah, I can't be mad at a elite and unique foil. Wait, this is the ones I already looked at. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this opening. This is probably what happened in the last one. And if I'm gonna make a guess, I think I'm like $5 over the value of the box. See how good I am at this game. And an Elementalist, not a bad one in the elite spot. So quick look at some of the hits. We'll look at all the foils from over here. Honestly, when I look at all the cards in totality, I think I actually did pretty well. Spring River foil, Remote Desert foil, Whirling Blades foil, Red Desert foil, Peregrine Apparition foil, Simple Village foil, Sea Raider foil, Edge of the World Elite foil, Doomsday Prophet, Mirror Realm, and Jihad. So, all right. Like or comment if you want to see more of these.